Nathan, how are you?
Very well, how are you doing?
Very good, thanks. It's good to see you back in the gym.
Yeah, it's good to be back, mate. It's good to get back with the lads. I'm back to where we left off, it's good to be back training, it really is.
And looking at you training, looks like you got the zip about you, looks like you're enjoying it.
Oh, definitely. It's probably the happiest I've been in months, I'm glad to be back. I've got me zip back, in the ring and stuff, and just really back into training now. I'm waiting for the next date. I just want to get back out as soon as possible, really.
Must have taken you a while to sort of motivate yourself after that defeat.
Of course. Listen, it was a bitter pill to swallow. It was a rivalry fight, British title, top in the O2. Obviously, when I got beat, it's not like a game of football or tennis. When you lose in boxing, you lose by yourself. And obviously, I had some dark days at home. A few bad weeks, but I got myself back in the gym and back training. And I've just looking at it now as an experience. I witnessed a lot of things in that fight. I got beat. I topped the bill at the O2. So looking at it now, it's all massive experience going into the future.
Yeah, I was going to say there must be stuff you can learn from that fight. And
100%.
Go on, carry on. Sorry.
Well, look what happened to me. Got a cut eye. I've never suffered cuts before. Had that. Been knocked down. Got stopped. Got beat. So there's all sorts of things there I can experience from.
And looking back, have you looked back at the fight yet?
Yeah, I've watched it 2 or 3 occasions. I don't want to watch it any more than that. Yeah, 2 or 3 occasions I've watched it, and it's one of them, isn't it?
Is there any positives you can take? I mean, as in, is there stuff you can say, I should have done this, I shouldn't have done that? Or?
There's millions of things I should have done what I didn't do. By rights, I should have boxed him, messed him about, got the points win, which was what should have happened. But instead of that, I fought Daniel's fight. Listen, taking nothing from Daniel. He fought an excellent fight, brilliant corner work from his trainers, Martin Bowers and stuff. He got the job done on the night. He will move forward. I will come again, and that's what it's about, really. I'll build myself back up, and if I get into the position where I can fight him again, I would love to. If not, we'll go separate paths. It's just the way it is. It's boxing.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite a brutal exhibition by him. Yeah. Did his power sort of surprise you? I know you said you sparred him in the past.
I knew all along going into the fight what his power was going to be, so that didn't faze me. I'm not bothered about taking a smack in the lips. If I was bothered, I shouldn't be doing this job, should I? But yeah, he done a very good job, and good luck to him. Good luck to him in his career.
Yeah, and that the dressing room. I mean, I've been lucky enough to see a few of your fights and go in the dressing room, and it's all fun afterwards. Yeah. And yeah, I left there pretty swiftly when I saw you because it was a horrible thing.
Yeah, of course,
to see.
I was devastated. Obviously, you obviously witnessed firsthand. I was gutted. It really, really did hurt me. But on one of them things, when I got back home, I got back home to 2 kids. So I looked at life in perspective. You know what I mean? It's just a boxing match. Granted, I didn't want to lose. God knows I didn't. But there's more to life than that.
Yeah, and one daughter born that week, which is probably the best thing that came out of that week.
Yeah, definitely. She was born on the Tuesday of the fight week, so like you said, it was probably the best thing that come out of that week, definitely.
But that, I mean, that in itself is quite a big thing to happen when you're fighting on the Saturday.
Oh, massive, yeah. Obviously, I was fighting on the Saturday, and my daughter was born on the Tuesday, so it's a lot to handle going into a massive fight. It wasn't like I was fighting an 8-rounder against someone from Slovakia, you know what I mean? I was fighting for the biggest fight in my career. But there's no ifs or buts about it, What happened. It was meant to happen, and this is the position I'm in now.
And you've been able to have like a few weeks off spending time with them, which must be great.
It was lovely. I had 7 weeks off out of the gym. Nothing boxing at all. Done nothing. Switched my phone off, from all social media, and I just generally spent time with my family. Obviously prior to that, I've been in and out of the gym, for 3 years since I've been professional. I've had 0 time off. Most time I had off was a week, 2 weeks possible. So it was just nice to have that 6-7 weeks and spend time with me, my little boy and my new daughter.
Oh, lovely. And finally, any news on your next fight, and what can we expect to see from you in 2020?
Hopefully December time I'd like to get out. That's what we're aiming for, but if not, early next year. And yeah, I want to push off where I left off, back fighting for titles. I don't want to, go right bottom again. I want to be involved in big, massive fights. And 2020, I want to pick up some more titles.
Brilliant.